Oh no. Will, you ready for this?
I don't think I am.
I sold my car.
So
What's up, everybody? So we all know that we all take losses as traders. It's part of the journey of becoming a profitable trader. Even profitable traders take losing trades on a regular basis. Because this is a business, sometimes when you're running a business, you have expenses, right? And that's naturally the flow of making money, is you have to give back some of it to the market, and hopefully over time you're making more than you're losing. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit out of the ordinary on our A1 Trading Team Instagram page. By the way, go follow it. This is our behind the scenes page that we put up stuff about the team and what's going on and kind of trading tips and that sort of stuff. And Julie runs it behind the scenes. So we're going to be doing something fun on this because we just did a post, or we just shared a post. Maybe we'll pop it up right here so you can see it. But basically what we did was we said anybody who can share the best trading loss that they've experienced, and I say best, but what I mean is the most interesting, maybe the most devastating, or the funniest, I don't know. We're trying to just laugh at some of the pitfalls of being a trader because it's easier to laugh at it than to just accept it. So, you know, hold on. I think I messed that up. It's easier to laugh at it than just accept. Don't do that. What I meant is it's better, in my opinion, to just laugh at the mistakes and move on from them and improve from them rather than to dwell on them and to be unhappy about losses in the past all your life. Because you can sit there with anything in life and just be negative about it and let some past experience ruin the rest of your life because you'll just be too afraid to move on from it. So with that said, we asked you guys to share some of your worst trading experiences, and now we're going to read them, go through the list. I haven't read any of these, so I'm going in cold turkey. We're going to see kind of my reaction, and let me know down below in the comments if you've got a interesting story as well. Maybe we'll read and respond to some of those down below. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Our first one actually comes from Will, which is, he's behind the camera. He said, my worst trading experience was on the US 30 with Frank. Should I go any further? Oh, I remember that one. These guys first got into US 30 and we were all kind of newer to it, and we had some interesting times getting used to it. But now that we're a little bit used to it, we know some of the rules, the do's and don'ts, I guess. But moving on, shorting gold on what turned out to be a quick pullback back in March. Peak pandemic craziness. I still have PTSD from that experience. Next one is GBP JPY is a naughty pair, a pair you fall in love with, but ditch it afterwards because if you remember the last 2 weeks, the pair was at the lowest and you know it will continue the trend. This is a little bit too confusing, I'm sorry. I might not be able to do this one. Nothing too crazy. It was like 3 months ago. Oh, this one, I did read this one. This one made me laugh. So, okay, nothing too crazy. It was 3 months ago and I started my trading journey. Basically, I shorted Euro USD, risking like 80% of my account. And it started to shoot up. He was short. And it started to shoot up. I was really hoping for it to go down so I can close it at break even. At the end, I closed it losing 80%, around 200 pips, I think. Well, a pure example of greed, hope, and all the other emotions. So we are laughing, but I'm glad that you learned from that experience, first of all. But my favorite part about this comment that gets me still is nothing too crazy, and the dude lost 80% on his account. Anyways, let's move on. Next one. My worst trade, my first week in live trading, I already burnt my account only in 1 week, risking 25% per trade. 25. Okay, you know what? We live and we learn. There's a reason we're doing this video. Don't risk 25% on any single trade. That's scary. Okay, mine was US 30. I mean, a guy told me you can flip $200 into $1,000 in one night, and I really flipped to negative $200. And Will actually responded and said, never trust those guys. Oh, no, Julie responded and said, never trust those guys. Yeah, and also scammers who mine crypto. Yeah, watch out for those guys as well. This is a cool one. I don't have a bad trading experience because I listen to your videos and follow risk management. Hey, nice. But really, it doesn't matter if you watch my videos or anybody's videos, there likely will be times in your trading experience that are not fun. I still have them to this day. There are experiences, like Will and I were talking this morning, I actually had an S&P short that I closed out my take profit only to watch it go plummeting way further. So never fun, and there are tough times in trading no matter how long you do this. It's part of the business. So let's see, let's find another one here. Okay, the next one is, my worst experience was my silly mistake where I was too confident in a trade that I had took on Euro USD. I shorted the pair at a perfect sniper entry and accidentally set my stop loss to the take profit value, and I didn't even recheck my values by being overconfident. After a good amount of 15 minutes, I saw only to my horror that the entire account was in red. And there's 6 likes on this. What are you guys doing liking this video?
Guilty.
Alright, next one. I opened my gold position, went to sleep, and then my account blew. Again, we're not laughing like at you guys. The reason it's funny to us is because of personal experience in the past. Honestly, if you can't learn to laugh at it, then it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. So learn to laugh at it, and that's why we're doing this. It's for fun, and one of you guys is getting free membership, so it's a win-win. All right, here's a good one. Well, I placed a trade, and I didn't put a stop loss on it. Well, I placed a trade, and I didn't put a stop loss on it. Fell asleep only to wake up and see that I had lost all my money from that one trade. Okay, all right. The moment that trading made me sweat the most was selling on the oil crash at the start of the lockdown. As soon as I entered my sell, it shot up, leaving me negative 2,000 pound. I held with clammy hands, and it eventually went down, and I exited at $9 a barrel. Wow, that's a crazy trade. I think he actually made money in the end, but that is a wild ride. So James, nice. Mine was gold. I woke up one night and entered into a buy. As it was entering, I closed it. As it was entering, I closed it myself. Then I tried again. In the end, he blew his account. Sadly. Going straight to a live account and winning 4% on my first trade was my worst trading experience. I bet you can guess it went downhill from there. Actually, I love that comment. That's such a good point. So his first experience was making 4% on a trade, and then probably what happened, as this happened to me too, is you get like hot-headed. You like think you're all that because you had a good trade, and then you go and you make a bunch of dumb mistakes, and you end up like some of the rest of us on these comment lists that blow accounts. So my worst trade, I went short on the NASDAQ, risking 100% of my account during NFP. I got trapped by a false breakout. The worst part was that I blew it in 3 minutes. Hey man, that's impressive. I mean, at the very least, 3 minutes, that's impressive. Oh God, here comes Frank. So Frank says, me and Will took a US 30 trade, but really, US 30 took us. Test account destroyed. Thank God it was a test account. Oh my gosh. Next one is, I had a loss of $3,500 just because I blindly trusted a guy considering him a professional, and in the beginning I got negative 1,700 and then just recovered that loss. I lose all 3,500 moreover. So it sounds like basically it got bad and then got a little better and then got all the way bad. Unfortunately. My worst trading experience were, ooh, this is tough. My worst trading experience was 18 consecutive losses. Luckily, I stuck to my 2% rule, so it didn't blow the account, but man, did I feel terrible. I actually relate to that. I sent out a video a few days, maybe a week or two back, where I talked about some of my worst trading experiences, and that is actually something that's happened to me, where I took like something like 13, 14 losing trades in a row, only to eventually come out of that drawdown. But yeah, super painful, really tough experience to continuously lose and lose and lose. Although it is part of some of the realities of trading, is sometimes you have bad losing streaks. Why do all traders have the buffalo portrait? Is that why they win? I think that's a secret, honestly. There's you gotta have a bowl in your room for it to actually make money. The first time I took a gold trade and it dropped 60 pips, then went up over 100 pips within the same hour candle. That sounds about right. That's like what gold does on an hourly basis. Some of these are just too long, I'm sorry. I appreciate the experience. Well, there is one comment in here. Dude goes, so then I was happy and I said to myself, one more trade for the day. starting out bad. Oh no. He said, so then I was happy and I said to myself, all right, one more trade for the day. And then my friend tells me, hey, Iman, let's go long on gold. It will bank us a lot of profit. At first, my guts told me, don't do it. You have enough. Stubborn me, I didn't listen. So me and my friend go long on gold with a 0.4 lot size, no stop loss or take profit. Imagine the gold price went up so fast as soon as I bought, and I was happy, like already celebrating. I promise I should have secured the profits. Guess what happens next? Yes, the price goes drastically down, leaving me at -20, and accounting at this point, oh, so he only lost $20. Oh, wait. Then he lost $116. And that was his account, I guess. Interesting. Oh no. Will, you ready for this?
I don't think I am.
I sold my car. You guys could see Will's face.
Oh my god.
His face went like this. I sold my car and used the money to trade options on Robinhood and then blew my entire account. So a free membership would be nice. You're in the running, we'll say that much. I blew my 2K account with a single trade, decided to increase my lot size. That's a bummer. Mine was when I first started trading and treated it like gambling. That was my worst experience ever. Almost lost all my savings in the blink of an eye. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Life savings. All right, guys, well, that's all we've got from you guys. Thank you so much for these stories. And again, I hope it wasn't taken personal that we're laughing at this, because I've got my own horror stories of my own. I know Will does as well. We all have them. It's better to find a way, again, like we said, to laugh at the mistakes that we've made in the past so that we can mentally move on from them and not repeat those mistakes. At least that's the idea anyways. And so that we can kind of progress as traders. There is no progress without accepting faults and accepting wrongs in the past. So I hope you guys got something out of this. I know it was mostly for fun, but I think that there were actually some lessons on some things not to do in your trading career based on some of the past experiences. So that's kind of why we wanted to do it, was hopefully to bring people together, share your ideas, share your experiences, so that we can hopefully learn as a group. So let me know down below in the comments, what was your worst trading experience, and maybe we'll do a follow-up video if you guys have some good stories. This should be interesting. So dazzle us. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and see ya.